Good morning. Welcome to the Middle-Aged Monkeys YouTube channel. So basically I've got a GS500F in for having the starter clutch sorted. Seems to be a common fault on these where because they've only got like 3 points of contact on the actual magneto, or where to send I can't speak. To send the when you start up a thing, you need, instead of, a lot of motorcycles don't have the same starter motor as a car where it just flings out and then it starts and it flings back, where you've got the solenoid. So motorcycles have a thing called either a starter clutch or a sprag, and what they do then, it then catches the starter motor, and then the sprag like kind of throws out these little balls, bearings, and they lock in and it flings the bike over, basically. Right, so that's the skinny of it anyway. So I'll just give you a quick tour around the bike. So you can kind of tell that it's had a bit of a hard life, I think. We got a bit of a broken bit of fair in there. See, she's gone a bit rusty there. This is all alley here, so I can take that off. I can clean that up, give it a spray. This is all dirty underneath here and that. It did have a new battery. The customer fitted the battery. Then I think there was a problem in the past with it anyway, and then just customer kind of just went, yeah, it's a bit above my pay grade, so I'm not going to bother. So I've just been checking everything else. The starter solenoid, not fantastic with the thing. Everything else seems to be okay though. Tyres okay. Engine wise needs cleaning up because that's just horrible. Spark plugs needs replacing because they look knackered. I haven't checked the seals or anything on the forks. It needs a new bar end. I got one here somewhere. I might have a set that I can put on this one. I've ordered 2 new wing mirrors, so we can do away with that kind of wing mirror, make it look a bit more pretty. And yeah, so it hasn't done too many miles either. It's only done 26,000 miles, or 26,894 miles, almost 27,000 miles. So not a massive amount of miles. I have had it started, but the sprag is too far gone to try to start it again. It just spins. I'll show you what happens. Right, back on again. Where are we to? So as you can see, look, the lights are quite dim as well because the connection through here is absolutely pants. So anyway, but you can listen to it. I've got to pull in the clutch. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I mean, so it's not, you're only getting the starter motor, and it's just going zzz, zzz. So yeah, so I've ordered all the parts. They're coming in the post, so they should be hopefully with us in a couple of days or so. So in the power of YouTube and editing and all that kind of shit, I'll be back with the parts in a couple of days. So see you in a bit. Hello, welcome back to the shed. And trying to hold my phone at the same time. Anyway, so back on with this GS500F. Basically, I've got all the parts coming now. So I'm just going to go ahead and fit them. It's easy enough. I've got oil. I have the new starter relay. I have all the connections for that because the old one burnt out. I'll just quickly show you. Just there. Yeah, so you can see that's the new one and the old one. Let's get some light. Very much dead. The thing, the starter relay's dead, completely dead. So need to put the service kit on it. I've got spark plugs, oil, everything else. Got all the other bits and bobs that I need. I've got new stator bearings as well to be put on, and we're good to go. So I'm just going to run through that. I'm not really gonna show how it's done as such, because I don't really see the point, because there's a million videos on YouTube with how to change an oil filter or how to put a stator bearing in or something, whatever. So I'm just going to do it, and I'll come back to you in a minute and I'll show you what I've done, and easy as that really. Right on. Catch you later. Getting there now. He's running. Oil filter change done. Spark done. Spark plugs in, etc, etc, etc. She sounds alright. I'm just going to do a couple of heat cycles with it, get it nice and warm, let it cool down, do it again, and we'll carry on just fixing her up. Right on. Hello again. Right, so I'm just closing up for the day now. Most of the bike is together, so I've replaced the sprag, which is in under here. That's all done. Done the service, new plugs, wing mirrors, bar ends. So that's pretty much the front end done, other than the indicators and the horn needs to be sorted. So just working my way back. So just a case of tidying it all up. She hasn't been very well looked after, unfortunately, but not a bad engine in it. It's not bad. I've heard worse. So, but there we are. So oil on my face. So anyway, I'm going to be cracking on with this again in the next couple of days, and then getting the indicators and horn working, and going through it all then with the brakes and the shocks to see if they're leaking or not, which I'm not entirely sure if they are or they ain't, because basically what they've done, they put those like boot things over the top. So, but we'll have a look and just go from there. Right on. Catch you later. See you on the next episode of this one. Right on. It's hard to look at the camera and the screen. Anyway, peace. Cheers. See you again.